Hell. That's it. There's no hell. It's just hell.
Hell.
What's up, guys?
Hell,
It's
welcome
me,
to
your
hell.
fucking dude, your number one main schnizzle, Drayden. Back at it again with your lad, Bob, for more Satisfactory.
Oh god.
Aren't you my schnizzle,
Welcome.
Bob?
I am not.
You're not my schnizzle? Am I
I
not
don't
your
even know what
schnizzle,
I
Bob?
mean.
You don't want to schnizzle with me? I'm like, come on, Scoob. Don't you think schnizzling be
God.
pretty cool?
Nah, I'm good.
Reggie, he's not running to rizzle you.
What the fuck, man?
I didn't mean to say Riz. I'm so tired. Ah!
Jesus Christ. You sure you want to do this?
Yes,
Fucking
I'm in
hell.
it now. It's already gone live. I can't stop it. It's already here. There's no turning back. This is what it is.
We're having a more intellectual conversation like 2 seconds ago.
Ah, yes,
Now you're
indeed.
just-
So what we were talking about right before you all joined us here for the stream is actually how I'm like weirdly super duper lucky when it comes to playing Monster Hunter and getting monster drops. So, hi Pyro, why are you awake? It's like midnight something over there. Go to sleep. Also, thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Anyways, in Monster Hunter, right? So there are materials that you need to upgrade your weapons and make armor and stuff that you get from
Okay.
killing monsters, right? Okay, that all making sense to you? That sound on the uphill?
Maybe.
Sound like on the
I've
forksnism?
played this once.
Yeah, okay,
And
so
I got
it's...
fucked by the first boss.
Get cringed. That's why you need to play more Dark Souls. I thought the game was easy. So...
Well, I think it was harder.
2:41 a.m. Pyro, go to sleep. What is wrong with you? Anyway, so we really appreciate you being here. I'm not trying to kick you out. We love you. So yeah, Monster Hunter mentioned.
You just need
So-
to sleep.
As you progress, you want to get the better weapons and shit, and the best way to do that is to kill monsters, or just be so good at the game that you kill everything first try, and you're like using a mid-tier weapon through the entirety of high rank. The only time I started caring about my
Gosh, yeah.
weapons was fucking master rank. But this is a personal complaint I have with Monster Hunter, is that a lot of the drops are randomized, and some of them are significantly rarer than others, like to the point where there are like basically mythical tier items that like you get them and you've killed 20 of this monster, you get like 2 of them, and it's like the gems and
good?
shit. Usually they're good. Usually they are.
No, it's too good for 20.
Yeah, that's probably an overestimation. Some of these things have like a 0.1% drop rate and are required materials to craft the higher tier weapons because fuck you and your time, I guess. So in my playing of Monster Hunter World, even without having a special Palico gadget, which gets you more monster parts, I have been just ridiculously lucky. I've killed like maybe 2 of every monster, and I've basically maxed out my gear all the way through Master rank. There's a couple of them I've had to kill like a couple of them, but even then it's only like 4 or 5. And I like just do that casually without ever trying to grind because I'm God and I'm so cool. But for instance, one of the monsters is called Xenojiva, and it's like a super late game boss type monster. Xenojiva. And that monster, well, it's the final boss. If you don't want spoilers, don't look it up.
I don't
So that monster, I've
fuck
killed
you
it
right
like
there.
twice.
Is
And-
it the spider? Is it the
No.
big spider?
No.
Fire spider?
XENO apostrophe JIVA. That'll get you close enough.
Yeah, you just needed the apostrophe.
Mm-hmm. So, Xenojiva's one of its
What the fuck is that shit, bro?
it's a baby.
What?
You kill a baby. It's a fetus. So the Xenojiva,
Looks like
one
a
of its
dragon,
drops
not
is
a
called
fetus,
it's called a gem, right? So it's a Xenojiva gem.
It's
I
like
got
they were
4
eyes.
Xenojiva gems in one run,
That's pretty good.
and they have like a 1% drop rate. I don't fucking know what happened there. It was insane. Like, so you'll be carving the monster, right? And there's a special animation that plays when you carve it, because it goes ding, and you hold up like a little shiny thing in your character's hand. And I was just like carving, I just hear ding, 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 and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm looking at the side. It's like Xenojiva gem, Xenojiva gem, Xenojiva gem. It's like, what the hell?
Well, that's pretty good. I've played with Bob at Terraria.
Mm-hmm.
With the luck thing. And for my first playthrough, we didn't get far, but I got the slime staff, which have like a 0.01% chance of getting it.
That's crazy.
That's pretty tasty.
Yeah. The But basically all of my monster hunts have gone like that. And I have a friend who's like really, really into the game who we streamed it with a while back. And they're the one who actually finally got me to replay this game for the 3rd time and finally made me like it.
3rd time?
Yeah, I've tried 3 times to like set Monster Hunter, and every time I did not enjoy it until this final time.
I've played Monster Hunter because I bought it because I thought it was like a sneaky one-shot you hunt creature, you know? I thought that was it. But
It's
I was
basically
wrong.
Dark Souls.
Yeah, so like the first time I played this, I used the bow. I think it was Monster Hunter World. And
Use the bow in World as your first weapon? Let me guess, you play with a mouse and keyboard too.
no, I was on the Xbox.
Oh, thank God.
And yeah, I got
Server's
wrecked.
open, by the way.
Oh.
Did something just explode on me? What the hell?
Yeah, you had bombs on you. I think that.
Oh no, the truck is blinking at us. What's wrong? Chucky, no!
That sounds like a something crazy. Oh god.
Actually, I think that just means it's out of fuel.
Oh. Well, who knows?
Anyways, so... Yeah, I just
Yeah,
got really
first
lucky
things
with
first.
all of my points. All my stuff. When it comes to,
When it comes to
my monster drops in Monster Hunter.
well,
Which, you know, is cool. It's neat.
yeah, I didn't.
And it means I don't
play
have to
that too
grind, which is
much.
really nice, because I don't like
Is it
grinding.
usually a big grinding game?
Apparently, yes. Hi, what you doing?
I like the sound of apparently it is, but I didn't have to.
There have been some that, like, in the mid game, my friend was really encouraging me to try and get the Legiana set when I was in high rank, and I think I killed like, I don't know, 6, 7, something like that Legiana. And maybe that many. It might be less than that though, because I haven't.
You have
Lizard doggo, look.
yeah. Look at
It'll run away from you if you sprint.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. You have to be wearing. You can't be wearing the Blade Runners either.
I'm
gotta be-
wearing nothing.
And you gotta walk up, and then I think you drop the nuts to them. Desire sensor doesn't exist for trading lucky pajumbas.
don't
That's
have
the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. The desire sensor, I think, does. Because everything that I've had to grind for, I've really wanted. But, like, I have the highest available tier of basically every monster's weapon tree in World, in Master Rank. And I basically only had to grind for the Dogoron stuff. And that's it.
Oh, apparently there's me and some of my friends, we tried to make like a tier list of which monster you would want to have as like a pet. And apparently, I don't remember what the name of it is, but there's a giant mammoth.
Don't tell me about it. I haven't seen that yet. I'm trying to stay as spoiler free as I can for like the game Monster Hunter, and I think the giant mammoth is in world. So, I'm vaguely aware that it exists, so I knew immediately. Don't tell me, because I know that one exists somewhere in the world, and I don't know what it is.
I mean, I know it's in one of those games. Which one?
Once I've completely beaten Monster Hunter World, it'll be a lot easier for me to talk about it. Because then I won't have to be occasionally like, oh, hold up, don't tell me.
Yeah, I guess it's simply do with the hybrid tubes. Okay.
Make them, like, reasonably efficient this time, please. These are purely for transport. The slide is the fun part.
I mean, I don't know what you mean, man.
What is going on here?
It depends on where you think. It depends on what you're talking about.
I am talking about our whole coke. It doesn't seem to be produced at full quantity.
That sounds like a us problem.
It is. It is an us problem. And I'm not sure why.
It's a NAS. It's a NAS problem. Oh no. Oh fuck. Oh.
Why is this only operating at 50% efficiency? Is one of these things full?
Me.
This is operating at 100. This is not running. Why is this not running?
Running. Woo! Fuck, and I don't love the tubes.
Oh.
Love the tubes.
That would be why.
Oh, we can't go back? I guess you can just parachute. Okay, so... What's the highest?
What's the highest what?
The highest thing to get extremely high, which I think would be the power tower platform.
Where you just put it, like up there? Yeah, that's a pretty high point. But I think that's higher. Plus, you could build the slide around that waterfall.
Oh, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go straight up. See what I mean?
No, I think that's fine. Just if you start at a higher point, it'd be interesting. I don't have a problem with you doing it there as long as it doesn't end up intersecting the factory in a meaningful capacity, because that is kind of at the middle of it.
Well, that sounds like I'm gonna try to not mess it up.
It's so funny because, like, I told you one time, you said it like once, and now you cannot help but say it at all.
I know. You said, I don't remember what you said it was. It's like
I don't like it when people I don't like when people say that's a you problem.
Yeah. I know you said that.
What are you doing? This is
I'm
weird.
I'm trying to make another power tower. On top of the first power tower.
You can't do that. That's your problem.
Are you sure? It's
Pretty sure,
it's not an us
yes.
problem.
Saying that's your problem is differently. So the monster Bob was thinking of, I think you've already encountered. I have not, Pyro.
Wait, what?
Unless he's thinking about the small monster, which I don't think he is.
No, it's not a small one.
Yeah. That would be something else then. The Popos. I don't think he's thinking of Popo. What are you doing?
I don't know what that is.
It looks kind of like a woolly mammoth had a baby with a yak.
That sounds fun.
They're funky little dudes. What are you doing, Bob? Why are you building this? Why are you building this tube
questions like this?
Why don't you start building the slide over there? I feel like that's a higher point. Or
I just wanna,
all right, this is probably a big one. But what if you put it over? You put it over at that point. Like it's so tall and far away, I literally can't even get it. But that's like the highest point on the map.
All right. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go. Oh, hi. I didn't know you were there. Do you want to keep this tiny?
Nah, you can get rid of it.
But it's a cool tube.
It's meh.
What do you mean, meh?
I mean, we got better tubes out there. Also, we don't really need a fast way up here, so you better save material. Yeah, if you go all the way to the top of that peak, A, there might be something cool up there. And B, it's like the tallest point.
I'm gonna use the cable lines to go there. I assume you let me have whatever the fuck it's called. Wait. I assume you let me have the. God damn. You let me have the corner here. This is my tiny corner.
Well, actually.
Whether you like it or not.
Well, hold on, Bob. Why don't you just take the power line from over there and extend it up?
Because it's less fun.
But that's like an already direct existing path. So we would just be able to run purely off the power lines. Well, Bob, I only say that because if you use the large power towers as opposed to the smaller ones, you don't get interrupted while you're ziplining, and they have a much longer range, and one of those two down there will already be a direct connection that direction.
But is it more fun?
Yes.
You suck.
What do you mean I suck? It's probably going to be much more fun when you can take a zip line directly from that central power tower, the pink one, your special pink tube, your special pink power tower, and run it up that way.
I'm just gonna make a fucking tube, bro.
I mean, you can do that. It's not stopping you. I wasn't even gonna stop you on the power lines, but like, just giving you the strong suggestion that I think it'll be better if you do it the other way. Have fun.
Alright. Here we fucking go. So, I'm sure everything will be
sounds like an issue, not an issue me. God, Pyra, that if you said that to me, I'd punch you in the throat.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck is this?
No idea. What have you done?
Nothing. Me? what is cool with the hybrid is you just need
What the what now?
what's fun with the hypertube is I think you just need to put one in, right? Like the energy on one side. Like the first one?
Maybe. It might not let you back in if you don't have energy on the other side.
Yeah. It might not, but like we're once we're there we're just gonna do the
Well,
we're just gonna do the slide.
I would still encourage you to string power lines over there because you wanted to use jump pads to make the route more interesting. Jump pads take power.
True. I have two. Oh, hi. Hi, you bitch. Jesus Christ. Just annoying. Yeah. So, I have two things. Either I want to play after I play the. Okay, it's here. Sorry.
Huh? What?
No. Nothing. No.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make the two paths from one side of the ocean to the other side. Everything. Oh, what the fuck? I've been interested in trying to play.
Play what?
Elden Ring. I've been interested in trying to play Elden Ring, yeah.
Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring.
Have you finished it?
Twice.
Twice?
It's not that
Why?
hard. I had a good time with it. It's also not that hard.
I mean, I thought it was
Nah.
mainly because of the it's a soul game.
So, like, it is. It is a Soulsborne game. But it's probably the most significantly, it's the most player-friendly Elden Ring by far. Sorry, FromSoft game by far.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know what happened.
I glitched out of the ground. What the fuck was that? Okay.
No idea.
So you're saying that it's the easiest?
So, I will not say Elden Ring is the easiest. It's the most player-friendly.
Which means the easiest.
No. Those are not the same thing.
What do you mean then by player friendly?
So, In some ways, it's the easiest FromSoft game ever made. In other ways, there is Millennia, the hardest FromSoft boss ever made.
I don't know who that is. Oh, is it the?
It's a boss in Elden Ring. That's all you need to know.
I've seen the memes about a guy without.
Let me solo her. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that?
He was fighting Millennia. Yes.
Is she that complicated?
Yes. Millennia is a quite genuinely very difficult boss that I have personally struggled with in the past. It took me, Pyro knows, I think they were watching for those streams. It took me quite a few tries to beat Millennia the first time. And even though my second playthrough, it still took me like 3 tries, even though I was letting myself use Mimic Tier from the beginning. Because I was a fucking mage build, and there was no way in hell I was gonna beat her on my own without something to help distract her.
Yeah, I've also heard that mages are better.
So
than any other soul game in this game.
Spellcasting is by far more interesting in this game than it was in the original Souls.
I've played Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3, but I didn't finish any of them.
Its casting is much more similar into Dark Souls 3 since it uses a mana bar instead of having a specific spell slots that you have to expend.
I mean, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say you still have like spell slots.
Yeah, so you have
like
spell slots, you have spell memory stones, basically, in your inventory that change how many spells you can attune, but your amount of spells you can cast is limited instead by your magic meter and its corresponding stuff. Anyways, the DLC is coming out in, like, what, June? July? Something like that. It's coming out soon. So keep an eye out. See if there's a sale when the DLC comes out. It'd be a good time to buy it. Never watch because you want to get the least amount of spoilers. Fair enough, Pyro. How's that turned out for you? Have you even played the game yet?
I haven't.
No, we're not talking to you. I know you haven't played it yet.
Yeah, I don't know shit about it. I've been spoiled. Then again, I've seen like memes, but that's pretty much. But
Everyone's seen Elden Ring memes. That's nothing special.
yeah, that's. What do I need again? I need. Steel types. Baby.
Ow! Fuck! Ow! Shit!
What's up?
Something is shooting those stupid hatchers at me.
Oh. Are you still making the card game?
Yeah.
Alright. So yeah, I've heard magic is pretty tasty in that game.
Magic is definitely fun.
Games. I know people like to say that there's only one way to beat Dark Souls with like the sword and shit.
Who the fuck says that? No one says that. If someone says that, they're a fucking idiot.
I mean, yes, they are, but you know.
Well, like, that's, like, pretty antithetical to the core conceit of Dark Souls, as well as the majority of the player base, which likes to experiment with weird builds.
Yeah.
If you're talking about, like, the hardcore player base who are like, if you didn't beat the game in this specific way, then it doesn't count. Even they usually are like, you know, beating the game with magic is easy. Still beat the game. There's a few weirdos out there who will say like using spirit summons and stuff like that. That's basically cheating.
I don't know what they are.
That's part of one of those things in the game that makes it the most player friendly and in some ways the easiest FromSoft game. So they are literal just NPC summons that you can get.
But you have that.
And they are completely in. Well, they're not like player characters. They're like enemies, and you can also summon people. So generally, they're better. Generally, they're better than a NPC.
So it's like Solaire. Like
it's better than Solaire by a pretty significant margin.
Okay.
So, like, for instance,
can I still summon Solaire?
Not if you're spirit summoning. You can't summon a player or an NPC character. Actually, you might be able to summon an NPC character while you're spirit summoning, but maybe not. I don't remember. I didn't use the feature because I'm one of those people who thinks personally I'm going to enjoy the game more if I don't use it. The only time I used it was against very difficult bosses on my mage run because I could not take a hit from them at all. They one-shot me.
Because you have no HP.
Exactly, yeah. The cast requirements for some of those spells are genuinely insane.
I imagine the mage runs are you just deal an extreme amount of damage, but the cost is you have to never get hit to survive.
Generally, yes, that's how the mage type runs will work out. Oh, nice! I can drive over that, no problem at all. But
the fuck don't you want to do this?
whoa, doggy.
Oh,
Driving the truck through these corners is going to be a bit of a experience. It's going to take some maneuvering.
didn't we make the corners big enough?
Well, they're big enough. They should be, at least. Especially on the actual ramp, because those are 3 wide. I'm a little concerned about the factory floor, because they're only 2 wide.
We can just improve.
Well, there's not really space to make them wider. Otherwise, I would have made it 3 wide the whole way.
You should still do it.
There isn't space, Bob. But literally, you can't.
You should still do it.
Anyways, I don't think it will be necessary, so it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Alright, now I need a truck station over here. Hello, packaged fuel. Oh wow, we have so much of you. Great.
I mean, we need it.
Well, considering we're going to be fueling the truck with it, and only it, yes, you need a fair amount.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think if I play that game, I'm playing
You're gonna play what?
I'm playing with magic.
You can. I think magic is a harder playstyle, personally, than trying to play sword and shield. Yes.
Wait, why?
Because of the aforementioned, you can't get... Why am I not getting any stream data? Hello, stream? Now I've got an excellent connection again. Okay, we're fixed. Hello, everybody. We're back. Don't know what happened there. That was a little weird. If the boss one-shots you, there's no question of, like, oh, what if I just do this another way or something? You just fucking die.
Yeah, you just need to dodge.
Bob, how good at dodging do you think you are?
I'm pretty good. That's what I did in Sekiro.
Yeah, the dodging in Elden Ring is very different from the dodging in, fucking, what's it called? In Sekiro, yeah. Like, very different.
It's like the same. There's no difference. I'm telling you. I've played the game.
What game?
Sekiro.
Yeah, you did play Sekiro. And in a lot of ways, Sekiro is harder than Elden Ring, I will say that. But the combat is very different. Like, very, very different. Combat in Elden Ring is much more similar to combat in Dark Souls 1 than it is in Sekiro. Other than it's as fast-paced as Sekiro combat, but
in Dark Souls style.
In Dark Souls style, yes.
That's kind of
admittedly, I mean, it's a little slower than Sekiro. Sekiro is insanely fast, but, like,
yeah,
not by much, especially on Millennia, a boss that is largely considered to possibly be constructed from scrapped content from Sekiro.
From Sekiro. That's kind of cool. That's cool.
Actually. A boss who, if not one-shots, one combos you, which is almost as bad because she's as fast as the Sekiro boss, and there's no parrying. There's no perfect parry like in Sekiro. You just get fucked.
Then listen, if I think I've already. If I get one shot your wing, why the fuck do I need more HP?
So that you don't get one shot by regular enemies, so you can get through the areas without ripping your eyes out.
Oh, well, I'm sure I'm a professional. That'll be it. Well, you don't think so?
I'm just saying...
Yeah, go on.
I am worried that if you play Elden Ring as a mage, you're going to say this game is too hard, it is bullshit, and stop playing when you reach the Royal Capital. Or before that, depending on how you tackle the game. I think the moment you step into Radahn's arena, you're going to say this game is bullshit and stop playing. If you're playing as a mage.
Well,
you can prove me wrong. Go for it.
I like playing as a mage. That's the thing. I like playing as a mage. I assume there's no skill to get invisible because I like to play as rogues as well.
Shut up, Pyro. You haven't even fought Millennia. Sorry, I had to tell off one of my chatters.
Is my what? Okay, we have 15 coupons. I thought we had a shit done more. Is it the force game? A force enemy to defeat?
What?
The lady that you were talking about.
No, she's optional.
Okay, then I'm good.
The fire giant isn't, and he does more damage and has a bigger health pool, so...
Yeah, but if I can just one tap it, you know? I'm sure there's spells to one.
You. There is like one way. Okay, so here's the thing, Bob.
And it's my way.
You can go online and you can look up one-shot strategies for Elden Ring bosses. And you can get a build that after you've when you've sat at the start of the arena before the boss actually aggroes to you, and you can sit there and you can apply buffs to yourself for 37 minutes, and then you can one-shot them using Combat Azure. But I can, yes, but I would encourage you to not play the game that way on your first playthrough. I would encourage you to try and play it legitimately, where you aren't doing that, because I don't think anyone would find that to be particularly fun.
Well, you're talking to me right now.
Yeah, I know. And trust me, you're the exact kind of person who I think would find that fun in a cosmic sort of sense.
What the fuck did I do? Sorry.
Like, I don't want to be one of those fucking Elden Ring boomers who's like, oh, you gotta play the game by, like, whipping out your old trusty sword and shield and, you know, suffer through it on your first playthrough.
That's exactly what you're doing.
No, I'm not. Because I don't care if you play as a mage. I don't care if you use spirit summons. I don't actually care if you buff yourself to infinity and beyond so that you you do a fuck ton more damage than like you would do otherwise. Those are tools the game provides to you. But part of the fun of these games is the fact of discovering what you can and can't do, of growing as a player and learning new strategies. I think if you go in looking up the strategies and you have a perfect idea of what you're going to do in the game, to just, I need to go immediately to fucking Kaled so I can defeat Grail, so I can get a big infusion of soul, so I can get Radigan Sword Seal, so I can go immediately to the Volcano Manor, so I can immediately get Comet Azure, so I can immediately get Azure Sap, so I can immediately so on and so on and so forth. If you do that, you're not going to have a good time, because you're not playing the game, you're assigning yourself a chore to-do list.
Yeah. What I've heard it is like an open world game, right?
Yes, it is. Which is why I would say don't look up that kind of stuff before you go in, because you're not going to have a good time. Part of the experience is discovering what is out in the world and learning what to do with it.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna do for you, you know? Just...
Good.
What the fuck are the tunnels like this?
I hope you would.
This is so cringe. I mean, yeah, I think it's how it's supposed to work. Jesus fucking Christ.
You would be surprised by the number of people who have ruined the experience for themselves because they decided that they were better than the game and looked up all the strats on how to win immediately online.
I mean, yeah. I don't think I would be surprised. I'm sure there's a shit ton of people who do that.
And those are the only people whose experience with the game I invalidate. And it's because I feel like they are just subtracting from themselves the ability to enjoy it as much as they otherwise might have.
But it's their choice.
I'm not gonna go in and like fucking hold them at gunpoint to make them play the game differently.
No, I'm sure
that's their choice, yes. But I will tell them that they're making the wrong choice.
No, it's just I've never played a Dark Souls game with magic before. I've tried it once, and
I will say, I
playing
mean, Elden
well.
Ring is the one to do it. They are magic and sorceries in general are balanced in such a way as to be genuinely powerful and able to hold their own against melee combat, which generally before they weren't able to do. Like, they weren't the end. It wasn't the end of the world if you were a mage. Dark Souls 2 actually overbalanced, but only for hexers. If you were a hexer, you won the game in Dark Souls 2 because everything was weak to dark damage. And you could get fucking Dark Orb, a spell that I'm currently playing Dark Souls 2. I am in the last DLC. We are level 200. You get Dark Orb at like level 40. It's still good. It is insanely strong.
Level 200?
Dark Souls 2 has some pretty wacky level scaling, but so does Elden Ring, actually. I think I finished Elden Ring at like 170 something. Probably. No, I think I finished Elden Ring like at 200 something.
I don't remember the level I was at the last time I played Dark Souls 1.
In Dark Souls 1, you were probably 120, 125, maybe 150 if you grinded anything.
I think I did in the mirror place.
You need to do some pretty significant grinding to offset the amount of souls that you probably lost due to just fucking around. So
that sounds like a thing
I would say 125 to 160 probably. Maybe a little bit less.
You say that, but I'm pretty good at this game.
Yeah, I'm like level 241 in Dark Souls 2 right now, and we're not even done with the DLC yet. I think I was like level 205 or something when I finished Elden Ring.
Wait, isn't there like a shit ton of stuff already?
What do you mean?
In Elden Ring?
Oh yeah, that game is fucking huge. It took me 160 I think hours to beat it the first time, and took me 92 or something like that the second time.
I don't know if I want to do that.
I'm a bit of a completionist. I couldn't help myself. I just enjoy playing the game.
Okay, wait. So
You can, if you want,
for 200 hours is completion.
more like 150 on a blind playthrough. I would need to double check exactly how many hours I put in for my blind and near completion playthrough, but on that playthrough I did get every single achievement except for the ones that require you to replay the game.
I'm not gonna get all the achievements.
You say that, you might be surprised. I got a lot more of them than I did. I was not specifically achievement hunting. I was just doing what I enjoy, and it got me there.
Okay, because I'm not like I'm not the hunter for achievements usually.
So I would say, depending on how much you end up doing, you will spend anywhere on a blind first playthrough, not looking up anything, anywhere from 80 to 100 hours, depending on skill level.
What if I was playing with you?
You will not be playing with me.
What do you mean?
I do not want to do that. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, alright.
I did not enjoy Elden Ring's multiplayer aspect as nearly as much as I enjoyed the other Dark Souls.
That's not what I'm saying.
What, you mean like how we did Sekiro?
What if I had someone with me already playing?
Like as a summon to help you with bosses, or to help guide you?
As a friend.
So like the way I helped you with Sekiro?
Yeah.
Doesn't change it. 80 to 100 hours.
Okay.
Okay, so the 80-hour mark is my estimation for what the exploration of the game alone will take you to get to the end. If you are doing, stuff. Like, if you are not
I mean, I
bum
will.
rushing the next immediate targetable objective that you can think of at breakneck speed without leveling up, without doing anything, which you're not going to be able to do, I will say most of the time in in Elden Ring, you're going to end up feeling like you need to spend some time leveling up.
I mean, I think that's probably
Like,
gonna
Elden
be
Ring is the only
very sweet.
Soulsborne game I've ever grinded in. Because those
I don't know about
late
grinding,
game
but
bosses, well, the thing is, those late game bosses, they are one-shot machines. They one-shot you all the time. Bob, your hyperloops upset me.
don't worry about it. It's not finished yet. So you should probably not go in.
Too late, I mean it.
You're gonna die.
Nah, I won't.
Wait.
I got a jetpack. Literally
Yeah,
can't die of fall damage. There's too many sharp curves in this. The sharp curves slow you down.
I don't care about that. Okay, now you should be fine. I found a wreckage.
Oh, cool. So anyways,
Oh god.
because
so
those
laggy.
late game bosses are like one-shot machines,
You need to grind.
what's up? You have a tendency that
Oh.
you're gonna end up feeling like you need to grind, yeah.
Oh my god! Look at this fucking rock! You see it behind me?
Okay, this thing is ridiculously loud for some reason.
I don't.
Got the hard drive. Yoink. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I wasn't even looking for it. What the fuck was the hard drive here?
I don't know.
So you're mad?
So yeah, because they are one-shot machines, most people recommend having a vigor level of like 60 by the time you're done with the game.
So 60 would be the.
Well, considering the
well-
soft cap in most of the prior Souls games for how much health you can get was like 40, yeah, that's a lot.
Alright.
Um,
With that amount, would I be able to like survive for a while?
yeah, probably. But that's also sick, probably about 50, 55 levels that you are not putting into a damage stat.
Magic or death.
And that's the thing about magic. That's where the trade-off comes in. That tends to mean you're at the mercy of them being one-shotters. Some of the things have a, like the, Comet Azure, that's the general go-to magic spell that will give you one-shot capabilities.
Yeah.
That has a int requirement of 63, I believe. Might be 62.
Wait, do you have iron plates? I need iron plates. Do you have
No,
iron
actually, I
plates?
don't. I've got like 100 on me.
Oh, shit.
I can give them to you, because I will be heading back, but...
Please.
What is this sound? There's something right here that is ridiculously loud.
It's probably on top.
Maybe?
That's what I think. I have my sound too low too.
No, this is like
Yeah,
right
it is.
here is loud. And then it's gone. It's like a glitch of some kind.
So you're saying that in June-ish, there's gonna be updates?
There's gonna the DLC is gonna come out. Shadow of the Erd Tree.
And you think that might be the
It might go on sale, yeah. Generally, AAA studios will put their games on sale when they release a major DLC like that.
Hi.
Hey. But yeah, generally when a AAA studio releases a major DLC, they will then also put the original game on sale to try and boost the number of people who buy the DLC.
That's fair. Wait, let me. You can just grab onto this.
Yeah, but I'm cooler than you. It's a power slug up here.
Okay. You can grab it. It's
No.
not Steve, so.
I'm out of stuff. I don't have an inventory room.
Oh, it's so close. Yeah, we can just jump.
Yup. See you at the top.
See? Don't fall.
Yeah. I mean, I would
I
probably
almost did.
survive unless I used all my jetpack getting to that vantage point.
I almost did. I didn't see that there was a hole.
Oh, I'm almost there. I'm there. I've made it. I've crested this off. Fuck, it's radioactive. Oh, shit. There's a goddamn giant uranium deposit up here. That's
Oh,
so
boy.
funny, actually. Also, a purple power slug. I will be taking that, actually.
Wait! That's fucking good, actually.
No, this is actually a
when
pretty nice find. Hold on, let me just... What purity is this shit? Impure. It's impure uranium. It's not even that good.
But we still have uranium here, and we have, I made a giant,
And there is a hypertube that's gonna lead directly to it, yes.
Yep.
So, it's a nice find to have. It's definitely better than not having uranium. It's probably the closest piece of uranium we have. Though, it does mean that there is a radiation storm directly above the main point where your slide would be starting.
I think that's wild enough for me. You know?
Alright, so hear me out. I think you should go to that mountain over there. Actually, you see that one? That one's nice and tall. That's probably the real tallest point.
You know what?
Oh, no, wait, no. Actually, I think you gotta go over there.
I think I'm gonna die if I go over there. I think that's just a background shit.
No, I think all of those mountains are part of the skybox.
Sure. I mean, there's a giant fog all around it.
Yeah.
I was not even sure if this one was.
No, I wasn't sure either. But I think this is genuinely the tallest point on the map.
I mean, it's one of them.
No, because if you look over that way, that's like the Crater Highlands over there.
Yeah.
That way. That was where we like had to climb all the way up.
That was fucking hard, man.
Like you can see, that's down from us.
Yeah.
And I can point to the highest point more or less that I reached, which I think was basically here. And you can see even that is down from us. This is the highest point on the map.
Hey. I think we should start from the highest. I don't think I need to like.
I slipped.
that looks very
I saw. I turned around. I just see it. I'm like,
don't you dare.
I'm free.
Free from this way. Hold on. Alright. Do we need... yeah, I'm gonna continue making the tubes to the top still.
Yeah, I mean, even up here, this is like probably above 90% of the map, which is weird to think about. I love it. I can see our factory. From up there, you can't really see it because it's too high. But from here, it's pretty much the perfect vantage point to see our goddamn, like, blight on the universe.
I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
I think we should put the space elevator up here. I think it'd be funny.
No, there's a fucking radiation. You dumb.
It's huge. We'll be fine.
We can just put it here.
Nah. It's gotta be at the pinnacle of the world. It's gotta be all the way at the top.
We're gonna have a factory there. There's uranium.
We just need to mine it here. We don't need to refine it here. Also, I just hurt my finger.
I guess you're right. Aww. Poor.
Fuck was that noise? No, actually, poor me, because I was like stretching and I pushed my head into it, and now like it really hurts. Like I think I crushed it a little bit. Ow.
I think you're tired.
Ow! Ooh! Ow! Ooh, I don't know what that felt. Ow! Oh! I did not like that one bit. Ow! 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 I think that you are correct in that I am tired. So Can you slap a entrance on this Hyperloop real quick?
Yeah, there is.
What the hell is this turn? Why did you do this?
Because I can.
Ugh, plug it in so I can leave.
Oh, it's not powered. It's not gonna be powered. I need to make it to. I used it.
Hold on, I might be able to fix this.
Don't fix the tube.
No.
They're glorious. Oh,
wait, I need those iron plates to that. I will throw in.
No, I have to buy a few.
Ah, perfect. I'm out. Bye.
Oh god, this is laggy.
It's not laggy for me. It's beautiful. I may hate the way you set up the tube, but I have to admit, it's a nice scenic route.
Pretty dang good.
I wish you put it on the other side of those rocks, though. It's a lot faster on the way back down, I gotta say. Probably because you're going downhill.
I think I'm stuck. Or something. Like the game is still working, but...
Alright, I'm free. I'm out of here.
Well...
The sneaking line of the tube crawling up the exterior of that rock is really funny, actually. It's like a serpent coiling around its prey.
See? They're my favorites.
I expected you to build the tube like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
If you think magic is too much, what do you think would be the easiest way to do the game?
Bleed build.
I don't know what that is, but...
There's a status effect in all of the FromSoft games, basically, called Bleed, or some equivalent thereof. And Bleed just does, like, 50% of the target's health immediately. It's very strong. Very strong.
Sounds pretty strong, yeah.
And it is notoriously overpowered in Elden Ring, because most of the bosses are weak to Bleed. I would go kind of an incantation sorcerer, an incantation paladin sort of thing. Incantations are basically this game's faith miracles. Do not use holy damage. Holy damage is ass. But incantations cover lightning, fire, dark, basically everything other than pure magic damage. And there's an incantation that does magic damage. So incantations will cover your entire elemental weakness spread. And pretty much every good buff in the game.
Right.
So some of them are blessings, some of them are the dragon sorceries, where you summon an ethereal head of a dragon to breathe fire on your enemies. Those are pretty based. Um,
That sounds based.
and so most
wait, can you?
incantations don't have great scaling and actually let you activate them at like level 25 or something like that. Like 25
All right.
faith, which is pretty low given Elden Ring's 200 or so level requirement to beat it. So most of the time, even if you see someone who's not running a incantation focus, will boost themselves up enough and have a seal equipped that lets them use some incantations because it's got things like flame grant me strength, which just boosts your fire and physical damage. You've also got Erdtree's Blessing, which slowly reduces or slowly increases your health. You have Sacred Oath, which just buffs your damage and increases your damage negation. Very, very good things. Plus, lightning is generally considered the best elemental type, though magic is pretty good too. Fire is great. All of these things, very good. Incantations also give you access to something called the Blood Flame set. So, for instance, my first playthrough, I used a greatsword, a curved greatsword called the Bloodhound's Fang. And the Bloodhound's Fang
Wait,
did innate
do they have
bleed build
axes?
damage. Yes, there's axes. There's axes. There's polearms. There's halberd. There's a reason I was like, don't go into it. Don't go into it on your first playthrough with the intention to do a specific build. You're going to find stuff. You're gonna say, "Oh fuck, that's cool," and you're gonna want to use it. So like,
But think
by
about
the
it.
end, I was power stancing a Bloodhound's Fang curved bleeding greatsword and the Magma Worm Jaw, which is a torn off
Magma
jaw
Worm?
of a dragon that I used that did a bunch of fire damage because it was also a curved greatsword, so they had the power stance
That's
moveset.
pretty dope, bro.
It's so cool. And I had an incantation. I had boosted my faith and whatnot enough to use incantation, so I was using Flame Grant Me Strength because my Magma Worm sword did fire damage. And I was able to put Blood Flame Blade on my Bleed sword, and Blood Flame Blade increased the bleed buildup of the weapon. And cause the bleed damage to tick slightly over time so that it so generally you would do in most instances you do the bleed damage and then it starts ticking down immediately as they kind of heal it off, so you need to do those hits very fast. So a bleed greatsword doesn't sound great. Throw on Blood Flame Blade, that ticking doesn't start nearly as soon, and sometimes you can get multiple hits for it. I bled shit like crazy in my first playthrough just because of that. So
I think if there is a way to brute force it, I'd like to do that.
the brute force method
I-
is the stupid fucking one-shot magic build.
No. I'm thinking about high HP.
Oh, you mean like
Big-
how you
big-
beat Dark Souls 1? Yeah, you can do that in Elden Ring too.
Yeah, there's that, but how I play like in Baldur's Gate, which is a barbarian who just run into shit.
Oh, yeah, you can
I just
definitely do
wanna
that
run-
in Elden Ring.
I think I'm probably just gonna run into shit. I think that's probably what I'll do.
Try out a greatsword. Greatswords kick ass in Elden Ring. I would also advise. So there's a thing called power stancing. They brought that back from Dark Souls 2 in Elden Ring. And power stancing, if you have, I think it's 25% more than the minimum required stats to wield a weapon, you
but
can
it
put
makes it
another weapon of the same type. So not necessarily the same weapon, but the
Can I
same
have
class.
Can I have two great axe?
And you can
Yo.
get a unique moveset while holding both of them and dual wielding them. And yes, you
That's
can do it with
fucking
any
dope.
weapon type in the game. You can do it with whips, you can do it with twin blades, you can do it with a fucking great axe. Not just an axe, a great axe. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
It is. I've noticed in my years of playing D&D and playing video games that I do try my best to stay with the axe.
Well, there's lots of axes to choose from in Elden Ring. They actually got fair bit of love. The one that I'm disappointed that didn't was scythes. There's like 3 scythes in the game, which is a shame.
Oh,
And there's
well,
only like one with a unique
I don't
moveset.
like them.
I got a love for them after using Freda's Great Scythe in Dark Souls 3. That was such a good weapon. Anyways, I need to
don't
go
know what
eat.
that
We
is.
played longer than I expected. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your
We
evening,
played
Bob.
an hour.
An hour and 12 minutes. And I will see all of you
Oh, come
guys
on.
next time. Arrivederci, everybody.